In today's live session, in this session, I'm going to be talking about, 5 things that are going to determine how confident you are going to become. 5 things. Okay, just type 5C in the comment box, please, because confidence as a virtue, as a as a quality, is one of the key determinants of how far you're going to go. It can be in your career, it can be in your relationships, it can be in your life, in your health, it can be any area that you choose to, even in your finances. Okay, so 5 things that are going to determine if you're going to be a confident individual and if you're going to make it happen. If you're ready, type ready in the comment box, please. Just type ready and let's get going. All right, the first thing, even before I start, let me ask you this question. What do you think are or according to you, is the top one thing that you need to build, or you're already working on, you're building up, that's essential towards making you confident? What do you think is that one thing that you have to build or you're currently working on that is going to make you more confident? Just share it in the comment box. One of the ways to learn, one of the ways that my community members learn is by sharing knowledge with each other. So I want you to be a very active learner and a very active listener here. So just let me know in the comment box. It can be anything that you have come across or you're practicing right now. What's that one thing that if you consistently practice that, is going to make you more confident? As you're typing that, let me just start sharing with you the 5 things. All right, the first thing that I wanted to talk about today, the very first thing that's going to determine how confident you are, it might be something that you might not have even thought about. Okay, because in the world of high performance, the world of productivity, we saw that if you have to be confident, it's highly dependent on how you spent your last 72 hours. What you did over the last 3 days is a key determining factor of how you're going to be showing up on this day. Which means, what are the things that you have to be aware of? Your sleep, your exercise routines, your food, the digital contents that you consume, the news that you consume. If that's not in the right way that you're expected to do, your productivity, your confidence, everything is going to be off on this day. If this was a bulb on moment for you, type BO in the comment box. Type BO in the comment box. Because that's something that you have to be very conscious about. That's why people, they think they can just do anything over the weekend, and they realize that the Monday did not go well as they wanted it to. They were not at their best. They were not very confident. They were not very productive. They were not high performing because of this reason. How you spent your last 3 days is a very important factor on how productive, how organized, how confident you are as an individual today. Type 72 if you got this in the comment box. That's the first factor. Okay, that's the first factor. The second factor is, let's say you ate well, you slept well, you worked out well, but over the last 72 hours, if you were not congruent with who you are, with your values, with your identity, with your goals, if that congruence is not there, you were active, but you probably worked on the wrong things. You were active, but you're probably not focusing on what's important over the next week. If that congruence mismatch is there, even then we have seen that your productivity goes down, your performance goes down, and therefore your confidence also goes down. So therefore it's supremely important that you have very clear plan for the next at least for the next 3 to 4 days on what is it that you're going to work on. Because if you slack off even on one of those days, that's going to affect your performance, productivity, confidence 2 to 3 days later on. If this was a bulb on moment, type BO in the comment box. That's the second factor. How congruent were you with your values, with your identity, with the goals that you have? Okay, so that's the second one. The third one being clarity. A lot of times, we think that we are going fast. You can always go fast, you can always run fast, but if you're running in the wrong direction, you will never see the finish line. If you started off a marathon race and if you're running in the wrong direction, you will never see or you'll never find the finish line. Therefore, it's very, very important that how clear you are on what is it that you have to work on, or what are the things that are most important. What are the things you have to say no to? A very clear indicator of how confident you are, a very clear indicator is how often do you say no to things. Because let's be honest here. 90 or 95% of the request that comes in your way every single day is probably not aligned to who you want to become. It's probably not aligned to the goals that you want to achieve. But if you're constantly saying yes to everything that comes your way, that means you're automatically saying no to your goals, your dreams, and you working towards becoming your confident self. So therefore, what's the third thing? Can you just put it in the comment box? Write clarity in the comment box. That's the third thing. If you want to become really, really confident, you have to be really, really clear on what are the things that you have to work on and what are the things that you should not be working on. Okay, point number 3. Point number 4 is about, let's say now you're clear on the things that you want to work on. Okay, you got a plan and you know what you have to work on. But this fourth thing, if you do not have it in place, which is time management, if you are constantly distracted with all the shiny objects that are around you, if you're constantly distracted, what do you think is going to happen? Let me know in the comment box. If you're constantly distracted with all the things that goes on, if you're constantly drawn into the drama of life, a lot of people, everyone around you, it doesn't matter how close they are in your life. If you cannot set the boundaries, as I said, if you cannot say no to a lot of things, which means that you're not going to be managing your time effectively. And in the absence of effective time management, you cannot grow into a confident individual. Why? Because you're constantly distracted. You cannot, really work on something that can create a quality outcome, that can make you satisfied, that can get you into a flow state. Therefore, it's very, very important that you understand time management, understand the principles, the philosophies, the routines that leads to time management very well, and start implementing them immediately. If you're someone who's been implementing time management principles effectively, type TM in the comment box, please. Just type TM. If you're implementing effective time management in your life, type TM. If you're not, type NTM in the comment box. Because if you comment NTM, I'll just reach out to you and I'll give you some effective ways of improving your time management. Okay, so that's the next one. Which is about time management. What would be the fifth one? We've covered 4. Okay, the first one being your activity over the last 72 hours. The intention with which you worked on all the activities over the last 72 hours. Were you congruent? Third one, clarity. Did you work on the right things? Fourth one, time management. Okay, you had clarity, but were you constantly distracted? Or did you put in your focus, energy, effort into that one thing and got that done? Okay, that's the fourth thing. What is the fifth thing? What do you think can be the fifth thing that can help you towards becoming more confident? Just think for a moment and just let me know in the comment box. What do you think can be that fourth or can be the fifth thing that's going to help you become more confident? Yes. Like some of you are saying, one of the most important things is your dedication to mastery, your dedication to excellence. Are you someone who does mediocre job, whatever that might be? Are you someone who does a mediocre job with what you are given or what you take up? Or do you go deep and create a masterpiece out of whatever you do? Why is that important? Can you guess why that is important? That dedication to mastery. Like not doing shallow work. Inside my community, I always encourage my community members to be a person of excellence. No shallow work. There are enough of people who do shallow work, who just want to get things done in the fastest way possible, not really worrying or keeping that quality in their mind, not keeping that excellence in their mind and heart, just going about doing randomly all the things. If you're here inside this group or inside my community, I want you to be a person of excellence. Type POE in the comment box, please. Make sure that this is a non-negotiable standard for you. Whatever you do, you're going to bring in your A game. That should be your non-negotiable. And why is that important? Why is that important for you becoming confident? Because when you are in that dedicated state of mastering certain things, mastering an art, mastering a skill, what happens is your competence increases. You just look at people who are who do their work in a very shallow way versus who do their work in a very deep way. You can sense that that specific group who go deep are masters in their craft. People who are just at the surface level dwellers, they cannot get to mastery. Therefore, they cannot improve their competence. Therefore, their confidence does not increase. Does not increase. I hope you noted down these 5 things. So, why should you get a plan? Like, why should you have a plan upfront towards what is it that you have to work on in the upcoming week, or at least 3 to 4 days in advance? You know that now, right? Because what you did over the last 3 days is going to affect your productivity, your performance, your confidence 3 days later. Because it's one of the things that I learned, right, is that this confidence, right? Confidence. How many of you like math? How many of you loved math growing up? Type M in the comment box if you liked math. I was someone who liked math and physics growing up, all right? So if I have to give you a mathematical equation, confidence is a function of consistency of being the best of who you are. Let me repeat. Confidence is a function of consistency of you being the best of who you are day after day after day after day. That's why not many people are confident. Why? Because they're not consistent. I hope this gave you some deep insights on what really creates confidence in your life. And if you're someone who's keen on building that up to the next level, let me leave a comment here. Excuse me. So I just left a comment through which you can join my next upcoming masterclass and learn what are those steps that can actually help you become confident, that can actually help you, build those habits that are crucial towards your life success. Okay. So if you got this, type got it in the comment box, please. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions on, on this topic of confidence or building habits, let me know in the comment box. I'll be more than happy to look at it and reply back to you. So thank you so much. I just had to hop on here because inside my community call there was some technical glitch, and I had to conduct this session here with you all live. So thank you so much. I'll catch you very, very soon. Have a good day, and start working on yourself so that you can grow into your best confident version. Thank you. This is Karthik signing off. I'll catch you soon.